BTS have officially announced their return as a complete 7-member group, confirming a new album release and world tour scheduled for March 20th, 2026. And the scale of the announcement alone has already made history. What began as a quiet confirmation through media reports has rapidly transformed into a global cultural moment, signaling that this comeback is not simply another release, but a landmark event in modern music. BigHit Music confirmed the March 20th, 2026 release through South Korean media, followed by the launch of an official countdown website, 2026bts.com. The site features nothing but a ticking timer, steadily counting down the days, hours, and seconds until the comeback. Its simplicity has only intensified anticipation, turning time itself into the teaser. With 76 days remaining, fans around the world are watching every second pass, aware that the end of a long wait is finally in sight. The announcement did not stay confined to screens. Almost immediately, the comeback began appearing in physical spaces, transforming cities into living billboards of anticipation. In Seoul, the Sejong Cultural Center became a focal point as massive BTS lettering appeared across its grand stairway, drawing crowds who stopped to photograph, cheer, and take in the symbolism. The location, often associated with national arts and historic performances, added weight to the moment, placing BTS firmly within Korea's cultural legacy. Across the globe in New York City, the Empire State Building lit up in purple and posted an official TikTok video acknowledging BTS's return. The iconic skyscraper, long used to commemorate world events and historic moments, glowing in the colors synonymous with BTS and ARMY, sent a powerful message. This was not niche excitement or fandom-only celebration. This was mainstream recognition at one of the most visible landmarks in the world. The video spread rapidly, with fans and non-fans alike expressing shock that a K-pop group's comeback had reached such an institutional level of acknowledgement. Back in South Korea, the announcement reached commuters in their daily routines. Digital boards across public transportation systems flashed the comeback date, prompting audible gasps, cheers, and spontaneous conversations among passengers. In subway cars and bus terminals, the news felt alive, shared in real time among strangers, united by a single realization: BTS were officially coming back together. International media outlets quickly followed. CNN, BBC, Billboard, and other major global publications reported on the announcement, framing it not merely as a music release, but as the return of one of the most influential groups of the 21st century. Headlines emphasized the rarity of a group maintaining this level of relevance and anticipation after years of hiatus, solo projects, and military service. Analysts pointed out that very few artists in history could generate this scale of global response before releasing a single song. What makes this moment particularly powerful is the context behind it. BTS went on hiatus in 2022 to allow members to pursue individual artistic paths and fulfill South Korea's mandatory military service. At the time, the decision was met with understanding, but also deep uncertainty. Fans were promised a reunion, but no timeline was guaranteed. The years that followed tested patience, loyalty, and belief in the group's bond. Now, with all 7 members reunited and actively working together since mid-2025, that promise has materialized into a definitive date. The group has been transparent about their approach to this album. Rather than rushing a return, they have emphasized collaboration, intention, and shared vision. This will be their first studio album since 2020's B, and their first group project since the anthology album Proof in 2022. Unlike past releases driven by external momentum, this comeback represents a conscious restart, built from experience rather than urgency. Fans have responded with overwhelming emotion. Across platforms, countdown chants, edited reels, and daily posts marking the remaining days have flooded timelines. The phrase 76 days left has become a rallying cry, repeated across languages and time zones. For many, this is not just about new music. It is about reunion, closure, and renewal after a long period of waiting. The purple wave has already begun to reemerge. Buildings, landmarks, profile pictures, and timelines are once again washed in violet, a visual language that needs no explanation within the fandom. Purple has always symbolized trust and love between BTS and ARMY, and its return feels like a signal that the connection has remained intact through time and distance. Industry experts have begun speculating on the potential impact of the upcoming world tour. While details have yet to be officially released, expectations are already unprecedented. Given BTS's previous touring history and their expanded global reach, many anticipate one of the largest tours ever mounted, both in scale and cultural significance. Cities around the world are preparing for what could become a year-defining event in live entertainment. What stands out most in this moment is how organic the excitement feels. There has been no overload of promotional material, no aggressive marketing rollout, and yet the world is already watching. From Seoul's cultural landmarks to New York's skyline, from subway screens to international newsrooms, BTS's return is being treated as a shared global moment rather than a genre-specific one. This comeback is not framed as a return to what once was, but as the beginning of something newly earned. The members are older, more experienced, and more self-aware. Their individual journeys have reshaped their artistry, and now those paths are converging again. Fans sense this difference, describing the anticipation not as frantic, but as deeply emotional and reflective. As the countdown continues, one truth becomes increasingly clear. BTS's influence has not faded during their absence. If anything, it has matured, widened, and solidified. The reaction to this announcement proves that their place in global culture was never temporary. March 20th, 2026 is no longer just a date. It is a marker of reunion, resilience, and return. It represents the moment when 7 voices come back together, carrying everything they have lived, learned, and endured. And as the days continue to tick down, the world is already preparing to welcome BTS back, not as they were, but as they are now. So, if you feel the excitement building, you're not imagining it. If the purple lights feel louder, the countdown heavier, and the anticipation deeper, it's because this isn't just a comeback. It's a global moment unfolding in real time. Stay with it. Rewatch it. Relive the buildup again and again. Because when BTS return on March 20th, 2026, it won't just be heard. It will be felt everywhere.